Hey there. Have you ever had your emotions crash on the beach of life amidst heartbreak or rejection or, yeah, just loneliness, whatever? Speaking to the men out there. And women, you can totally glean off of what I'm about to say. In regards to that famous Bob Marley song, No Woman, No Cry. And why oh why? Well, at least I tended to do the opposite. I would be in a flurry of tears without that divine feminine presence in my presence of that divine essence. But after you kind of evolve into yourself and you learn psychology a lot more and spirituality and true enlightenment, alchemical weddings and that matrimonial magic, we can realize and cultivate and balance and align with our own inner divine feminine. And a lot of people are going to be like, oh, like, what are you talking about, and this and that, or it's all fluffy new age crap. Well, yeah, they definitely water things down a little bit, but it's just having that archetypal energy activated within yourself. And that way you also have that divine feminine essence within yourself, and that kind of creates and secures a type of inner sanctum. And for me as a guy, one of the things that I really truly adore and felt like I needed a lot, and because sometimes I felt codependent on my ex-wife or that kind of stuff, is that, that sense of solace. And the divine feminine is something of beauty, comfort, love, care, compassion that a lot of men in this world, doing their 9-to-5 jobs or whatever, it can be rough out there. And so to have that soft side of life when they come home to, it really, can be so much of a lifesaver, if you will. Not to sound cliche or generic, but yeah, there is that sense of solace that, a woman that truly embodies that divine feminine, can help out us men with. So, if we don't have that anymore, you've been divorced or broken up or whatever, can't find the right love. Yeah, men, you really have to cultivate that inner balance within yourself, the alchemical wedding, the hieros gamos, the balance of feminine, masculine energy. And trust me, when you really got that down, and you're not so worried about, when am I going to meet someone and blah, 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 and you're not forcing it, like kind of going out on a limb on some of these fucking bullshit dating apps and all that stuff, that can wreak havoc on your morale already, right? Because, there's a lot of just, fakery and ingenuine stuff going on with that. And that's part of this social media effect, and people, masking their true identity behind, some shit on the internet, whatever. So, yeah, things seem much more disposable because, people can just scroll through for the next thing, right? So, yeah, you kind of feel devalued, right? But do you really feel devalued if you truly have that value for yourself, your true love for yourself? And when you have that, use that feminine energy to attract the right female into your life. You don't want to be imbalanced on the feminine side, because you're going to attract a woman that's kind of more leaning towards that masculine side. This is how some of the codes of creation work. So voila. Something that I've kind of experienced on my path of just trying to not worry about things so much, not cry about it all the time, and be caught up in these negative feedback loops and vicious cycles of just kind of having your energy drained. That shit would really almost like handicap me at a debilitating manner, in a sense. You know, just I don't want to go through life because, you know, or go through the day because you know, it's not that cuddly female to, you know. But anyways, I'm dragging on. But yeah, I've just noticed I've been able to just, you know, take a big step back and a lot of breaths, and yeah, look at myself in the mirror and say, hey, man, I love you, man. And the right one's gonna cross paths sometime. And like, I've been at a point where I really like being single, where I don't even want to be with someone. And that's not to be selfish or whatnot, but yeah, and lo and behold, you know, a wonderful woman, you know, came into my life, and yeah, I couldn't be more satisfied with this situation. So, c'est la vie, mes amis. Which is why I might stick around in France a little longer than expected. But yeah, hope this helps anyone. Ciao. Have you really taken the time to really step back and take a deep reflection and consideration, contemplation, meditation of what is your most ideal situation in your desired relation with whoever, right? This is the no woman, no cry thing, but, you know, whatever your flavor is, think about how, you know, you vision your life with that person and kind of interactions, what kind of personality type you're looking for, and that kind of stuff. Like, paint a picture of that in your mind with your imagination, and try to hold true to that. Maybe refine it or whatever. And it's not like we got to define it, but it's just something that kind of helped me come across, yeah, some wonderful women in my life, including my ex-wife. I was just really amazed. And yeah, I cried out to the universe because I was like, damn, I never really had a proper, serious relationship. I was in my mid-20s, and what the hell was going on? Because there's a lot more to life and sharing yours with another person than sex and all that shit, you know? Being in the company of a female, being wrapped up in her love, in her sensualness is, yeah, something that we can greatly appreciate and show respects for in many, many ways. So, yeah, much respect, ladies. And try to keep your game respectful, gentlemen. Yeah, to the men out there, I will say this. It's not a weakness to let your emotions out, especially when it's healthy. What's weak about, you know, crying or letting your emotions out is when it takes control of you and you act up. You're not fit to be a leader even to yourself. That's when, you know, we really have to re-examine ourselves and take full control of our emotions. And that starts from the mental intelligence connected to the heart. But yeah, if our hearts are broken, yeah, things can be a little bit more tricky. So take your time to go through that alchemical process of healing, reintegrating yourself and learning all there is to, you know, that heartache and break, and just make amends with yourself and the other people involved, no matter how messed up the situation can be, and sometimes you just gotta let bygones be bygones, and cut the cords of toxic people, of course. And but yeah, not to stray away as far as letting your emotions ventilate through you under control instead of having them bottled up, which can cause a lot of issues that can manifest physically into dis-ease. So there's a lot to consider. There's healthy ways we can have that pressure release valve to, our inner heartbreaks and frustrations and all those things, like men that have been celibate for longer than they ever wanted to, that kind of stuff. And yeah, I've been there, and it can really just weigh heavy on you throughout your day-to-day stuff. And in hindsight, you look back on that and like, holy smokes, like women could sense that, in my energy kind of stuff. So it kind of creates these negative feedback loops of just not being a proper like antenna or whatever that's attracting what your heart desires, right? Because you're still flustered with emotional turmoil or whatnot, right? And it can show, even if it's not readily seen, spoken, or heard. There's body language and just the energy involved that people can sense, especially females. So yeah, there is a very powerful therapeutic and alchemical process of weeping, shedding tears, And it's just how we transmute that energy into something constructive in the end. Whether it be just, reconciling being alone or being separated from the woman you once loved and, whatever, right? So, yeah. These things are temporary in the whole grand scheme of things, and just even within this one incarnational life as opposed to others and all that stuff. So yeah, think about it. And don't let the hard times drag you down to where you make decisions that can really rupture future fruitful endeavors and such. Once again, thank you for watching. This is Derek Bartolocelli. If you think you might know someone that might benefit from hearing this, send it them their way. So and I do like making these little music related bits because there's a lot to glean off of, lyrics like that, even just song titles, the concept around that, and yada yada. So I've done one or two of these before. I would like to do others, so if you got any recommendations, feel free to shoot them my way, and I'll think about doing a video on those things. So, yeah. Peace out.